Working on the Sony TC-252 D tape deck once again. Good evening, YouTube. Here with you on a Monday evening, 11:03 now. I'm sorry, 11:05. I can't hardly see the clock. I want to go through something here on this tape recorder. Yes, I'm back on the tape recorder again. I did get the confirmation from Sal today on the tracking number, so he has shipped those items, and they'll take a few days to get here. So I thought, well, while I'm waiting on those, it might be a good time to take a second look at this tape recorder. I went through the schematic and I outlined the signal path for the record, and I'm going to bring that up now and show you what I got here. We can go up here and look and see the signal path is the yellow or the orange wire, and the return to ground is the green. So if you look at the here's the auxiliary in for the this is the left side. It comes through down here. Here's your ground. It goes right down to the ground bus here. I think there's a difference between the ground here and this chassis. In fact, I know there is, because there's a capacitor between them. So this is the B minus, I guess is what you would call it. But anyway, let's go down through here, and we'll go through a resistor. Goes through the jack, because there's no mic plugged in it, so it just goes through there. Comes down here to the first encounter with the record playback switch, which is S101 on the left side. The right side is S201, and like I said, it goes through that contact. This is in the record position. That's what it says on the schematic. So it goes back up, goes through another capacitor here. There's a lot of these E-caps in here. It goes through a resistor. It goes into the base of this transistor here, which is 101, Q101. Out the collector, ties directly to the base, direct coupled, Q102. Out the collector, again, another cap. And Bob keeps bringing those caps up, and I know they are a problem area for this particular recorder. So go through here. Now, I don't know if this is just one section of the record level control or not, because there's another one. This says A, as you can see right there. It says A, and it's a 20k ohm pot. And anyway, we go through that, and our wiper comes off here, goes down to here's another part of that switch, that same switch, S101. It's in record. Comes back up, another cap. I got a lot of areas to check out here, and it goes right around here into another cap. Goes into the base of this transistor, which is Q103, and goes through the collector. Now, right this point here, it breaks off and goes through a resistor and goes through another transistor, which is Q104, and goes down here to the meter circuit. Now, if you guys will recall, the meter circuit, or the meter, does not register anything when I'm in record. So I'm gonna assume that the signal is not getting this far, but we'll go ahead and trace out the rest of the path just to see where we're going here. Again, go on down here, another capacitor. Now here's the other part of that. You see this says B. Now the resistor number is different, and it's this 20k also, but I don't know if it's like maybe they're calling that two different numbers. They wouldn't usually do that, though, I don't think. So I don't know if this may be a trim pot, or the other one may be a trim pot, but one of these is the level control. So whichever one it is, that's what that is. So goes through the resistor here, another E cap. Goes into the Q105 here, comes out the collector, another E cap, resistor, another capacitor, goes down this way, down this way, down this way, and we come all the way down to here. And if we run all the way back here, we trace that line back, it goes directly to the record head right here. That's the right record head. And of course there's our ground circuit, our ground, return to ground comes through this. There's another switch. And, you know, there's a lot of little switches and ties to the ground. So that's the circuit that I have to trace out. Now there's a really good chance that I can clean this switch and have the whole problem solved, which would be great, you know. But that doesn't solve the problem of the right channel. I don't believe the right channel is working as it should. I think it's got a problem, and I'm not saying it's the switch, but it definitely probably is one of these caps. Now on the right side, everything is the same except for the numbers are 2, start with a 2, and so it would be C202 instead of C102 for this capacitor here. And you can do the whole tracing on this side, just know that the numbers are different, because on the if you look at the other side, well, I don't have the other side on there, but there is nothing there, and this part here, it's all missing, so they only show you one side of it, and they're identical circuits. There's a lot of schematics that are laid out that way, but anywho, that's a quick look. Well, okay, not real quick, but it's a look at the circuit that I'm going to be looking at. And probably, I don't know when I'll do this, but I want to trace this out and find out what I can. Again, like I said, I'll spray deoxit into the switches. There's 2 switches, one for each channel, and that's the record playback switch. And it's a very long switch. You can see all the different parts of it here. There's quite a few parts to it. Now this is one that kind of gets me. There's nothing there. It's not connected to anything. So I don't really understand why they even bothered to tie it to any line. It's tied to a ground, but still, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So I don't know what that's all about. Now, one more thing I wanted to mention on the this part here. Now this up here, it's hard to see, but that's all I have of it. This is the stereo headphone jack up here, and it is wired up to A and B. Now B is the right channel, A is the left one. We look down here, it's A right here, and that's where this comes off this transformer. It's this is the meter sense line here, and it basically feeds through this transformer and then is fed to the headphone jack. So if I don't have anything on this meter here, I'm not going to have anything on that headphone jack either, so no sense even worry about that. But anyway, like I said, that's what I'm looking at here, and I think that's going to be a decent little thing, especially if the the cleaning of the switch doesn't fix it. So that's what we're going to try first. I'm going to douse it pretty good and work it like crazy to clean it as best I can. And you know, if that works, that's great. If not, then you know, I'll have to do something else. Now I was watching or reading the comments from my last video on this, which has been a while ago. Everybody keeps talking about a stereo mono switch. Now I don't think I've found that. I need to find that though, because that might tell me if that right channel is in stereo mode. It might not be working right, because I don't know what I'm saying, but the way these tracks are laid, this is a 4-track recorder. It does say that, and this is one that does sound on sound and sound with sound, things like that. And so, like I said, it needs to be figured out what's on that right channel. But what I was hearing in that last video is a backwards audio, so I know it's a track from the other side of the tape, or the other. If you turn the tape over, that's what would be there. So, you know, that's the problem with that. But I don't know that that's even supposed to be audible, unless, like somebody said, I think there's actually, you can, if a 4-track recorder, you could record 1 track on one side of the stereo track. The other side of the stereo track could be recorded, and then you turn the tape over and do the same thing on that side, on that other side of the tape. So you could have actually four times the recording length of the tape, and I think that's what the way it's laid out. So that, because like I said, this is a 4-track recorder. So I think you should be able to hear if it's in stereo mode, then you would hear that backwards part of the other tape, I would think. So I think that, I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but it's kind of one of those things you have to kind of get it in your head and know what you're talking about, I guess, and figure it out. But like I said, I want to go ahead and do that, and once I do that, then I'm going to start, if I get the recording working, then I'm going to make a recording, and there's a good possibility I won't be able to record on the right side, because this circuit here, right here, is the record and the playback. You can see here, let's go back down here, if you switch this over here to here, and each one of these will be switched, your record head actually goes in through here now, and would go up this way. And also the other one, let's see, where was it at? I seen it just a minute ago. Oh yeah, this one would go over here and go up to here and go right through that same path that the input goes into, or the recording goes through. So this circuit, these amplifiers do both recording and playback, so it should be an easy matter to trace this out on the right side and see where I'm losing the signal when it's in playback. So like I said, it's complicated, but yet it's simple. So does that make any sense at all? No, not really. I wish I had a better schematic, but this is really all you get with the manual, and it's just, you know, it's PDF form, but the PDF was not a very good one, and the writing is just real gray, and it's hard to see, but I can tell what it is. I think that's why I made this picture, because I wanted to have something back in the workshop that I could look at, and like I say, I could go ahead and look at that, and then keep track of what I'm looking at, and I think that would help a lot. So anyway, let's see, what was I going to do? I was doing something else now. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I want to go back out of here. Let's see, minimize, shrink. There it is. There's your whole thing. You can look at it. That's what I'm going to print out, and that should give me a fairly decent printout to where I can look at it and see what I'm trying to trace, and at least see the part numbers and things like that. Because if you look at the part numbers on the board, they're all there, so it should be easy to do. But like I said, once again, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm going to clean this switch here. You can see how many contacts there are. That's quite a few. And clean that switch first, and see how that works. And if that makes this work, then all the better. Less I have to do. But eventually I would like to go ahead and replace all these E-caps. There's a lot of them there, and get all that done before I actually start using it. So, all right, that's going to do me. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you.